Research Day is UW-Stout's annual celebration of research, creativity, and innovation. The event takes place in the Memorial Student Center at the end of each spring semester. It welcomes presentations from all disciplines. That means whether you're in a STEM field, art and design, business and entrepreneurship, the human sciences, or any other academic program, you are welcome at Research Day. Not only do students, faculty, staff, and UW Stout leadership attend the event, but so do community members and industry partners. Last year, we had more than 500 attendees, so this is a great chance for you to share your work and network. And if you're not ready to present this year, we recommend checking it out to support your friends and see what other students in your program are researching and creating. We promise you'll leave inspired with your own project ideas for next year. For those of you who are interested in presenting, we want you to know that Research Day offers several presentation categories. The options include research posters, exhibits which could take the form of demonstrations or art or design displays, and collaborative oral presentations by faculty and their students. There's also a 3-minute pitch competition that offers cash prizes, which is open to undergraduate and graduate students in all programs. Registration for Research Day opens in January and closes just after spring break in March. I'm going to walk you through how to register and some of the frequently asked questions. First, go to the Research Day page on Stout Cloud that you see here. You can get there by using the quick link bit.ly/Stout Research Day. The registration link is always provided at the top of the page along with key deadlines. The page down first to see what information you need to register, and below that, the frequently asked questions. Once you have the information listed in the blue section, you're ready to click on the registration link at the top. The form should only take you 10 to 15 minutes or less if it's an individual presentation. Once you're in the form, you start out by marking whether you're registering as an individual or as a co-presenter on behalf of a group. That brings up a frequently asked question. If you are part of a group that is presenting, choose one group member to complete the registration form for everyone. In other words, only complete the registration form once per group presentation. Let's assume for this example that you are part of a group. After you mark that you have all the necessary information, the form takes you to a page where you indicate whether you're an undergraduate or graduate student. Next, you add your name and email. Double check that the email address is correct and complete because the automated confirmation is sent to this address. In particular, make sure to include the dots in my.uwstout.edu. And please do not use a personal email address. Then you indicate which college the presentation falls. For example, if you are a game design and development art student, but you're presenting an engineering class project, you would mark CSTEM. But if you're sharing a video game project from your major, you would mark CAHS. It's based on the subject of the presentation. Next, you add your program and your year at UW Stout. After reconfirming whether it is an individual or group presentation, you go to the next section. For our example, I'm part of a group, so I must add my group members' information, including their name, Stout email, and program. After you've added all your group members' information, you mark whether you worked on the project with a research mentor or a course instructor. Here, you add their name and Stout email. Sometimes you have worked with more than one faculty or staff member, so make sure to add all their names so that they are recognized. The next section, presentation information, is quite important. First, provide the title of your presentation. We recommend making the title descriptive so that someone reading the event program can understand your topic. But at the same time, don't make it so detailed that it becomes too long. We also warn against using acronyms or terms very specific to your field of study, which might prevent someone from the general public from understanding it. Your goal is to interest people in your topic and give them the gist of the project. If your project was supported by an industry partner, make sure to mark yes here and to add their name on the next page. If you have a contact person at that organization, make sure to include that since we would love to invite them to Research Day. If you don't know who that person is, your research mentor likely will. Next, you indicate whether you want to show a research poster or exhibit or give a collaborative oral presentation with your research mentor. Below that, you provide a short abstract, which is just a summary of your project. A lot of students get hung up on this part of the registration form, but please don't. Remember, the abstract does not need to be long. We're just asking for 100 words or so. Think about writing one sentence that describes the overarching purpose of the project, another sentence that provides your questions, hypotheses, or objectives, another sentence or two describing your methods, and finally a sentence that wraps up with the major results and why they were important. Many students worry that at the time they're registering, they haven't finished the project. They ask, how can I write an abstract? Is it okay if you haven't finished the project yet? I'll be asking you to explain what you're planning to do and what you hope to learn or achieve. We expect that many of you will not finish your project until later in spring semester. We also want to highlight that abstracts vary based on your field of study. So, your research mentor or course instructor is your best resource for determining what is appropriate to include in your abstract. For art and design students, you may instead provide in this answer an artist statement or design concept. In the next section, you mark what you will need in order to share your work. If you're showing a research poster, for example, you're likely going to mark the poster board option, since that's what you need to hang the poster. However, if you're showing an exhibit or art display, you might not need a poster board. You might need a table instead. Some students, though, want both. They have a poster but also want to show PowerPoint slides on a laptop or display of their work. In this case, they might mark poster board, table, and electrical access. If you're not sure what you'll need at the time you're registering, that's also okay. Mark unsure and we'll reach out to you a bit later to confirm what you'll need. Next, indicate whether you need to print a poster. Many students who present on Research Day do. Our office will handle printing students' posters and the cost, but keep in mind you'll have to meet a separate poster deadline and follow all poster guidelines in order for our office to print the poster for you. Below that, you can mark if you need anything else, for example, for accommodation purposes. The final section of the registration form asks more general questions about what other programs you've been a part of, like Honors College. We also ask about your interest in receiving information about other events our office coordinates. After that, you get to the end of the form, and the person who submitted the registration form will receive an email confirmation with all the answers provided. The confirmation message will also provide the link to a Stout Cloud page with initial instructions to prepare for Research Day. Once registration closes in March, our office will start sending instructional emails to everyone who registered. Make sure you read them and meet the deadlines. And if you have any other questions, please check out the frequently asked questions section at the bottom of the Research Day page. If your question isn't covered there, feel free to email us at rs@uwstout.edu or stop by our office in the Swanson Library, room 208A. We can't wait to see you on Research Day.